Hello, children. I hope you all are fine and keeping well at home and also doing your studies well. Today, we will going to start the reading of chapter 12, Natural Disasters, after your half-yearly exams and Diwali holidays. Children, before we start reading the chapter, I want you all to open your SST book chapter 12, Natural Disaster, and as I start reading, you all pay attention in the chapter and note down your doubts and questions which comes in your mind while reading the chapter, and ask me after the explanation of the chapter is done. So children, let's start the reading of chapter 12, Natural Disaster. Nature sustains life on earth, but it can also cause destruction. Forces of nature that cause destruction of life and property on earth are called natural disasters. Floods, droughts, earthquakes, cyclones, volcanic eruptions, landslides, and tsunamis are examples of natural disasters. Floods. Floods occur when a river or a stream overflows its banks and the water spreads to the surrounding areas. Floods generally occurs when there is very heavy rainfall. Floods are also caused by the collapse of dams, blocking of rivers due to landslides, cyclones, tsunamis, and the sudden melting of snow on mountains during the summer season. Floods are very common in India, especially in the northern plains. They cause damage to life, property, and crops. Diseases such as cholera, malaria, and dengue generally spreads in areas hit by floods. Look at this picture. Floods in India. Here are the years and the states affected during the flood. We can prepare for floods in the following ways: listening to the radio or watching television for warning and advice, keeping a radio, a torch, a few matchboxes, and candles handy, storing stocks of food and fresh water, assembling a first aid kit and keeping it ready for an emergency, drawing up a list of emergency numbers, switching off and unplugging all the electrical appliances in the house. Trees should be planted as they prevent flood water from spreading fast. Special dams can also be built to check the speed of water. Droughts. Drought means occurrence of little or no rain for a long period of time. Droughts cause extreme scarcity of water. Drought affected areas have very few natural sources of water. Farmers are most affected during a drought as they are unable to grow crops. This results in a storage of food leading to a famine. To prevent droughts, we can do the following: grow more trees, develop rainwater harvesting systems, grow drought resistant crops such as sorghums, millets, and maize, spray water directly on the base of plants so that less water is used. The best way to fight drought is to develop effective irrigation facilities. This has been tried and proved successful in many areas of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Earthquakes. Sometimes the ground shakes violently. This is caused by sudden movements under the earth's surface. This is known as an earthquake. The earth experiences thousands of earthquakes every year. However, most of them are small tremors. We do not even feel them. It is difficult to predict an earthquake. It occurs without any warning. The seismograph is an instrument that is used to record earthquake tremors. The magnitude or intensity of an earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. The scientific study of earthquakes is called seismology. The place of origin of an earthquake is called the focus. The point directly above the focus on the Earth's surface is called epicenter. The effect of an earthquake is maximum near the epicenter. The Himalayan region experiences frequent earthquakes. Earthquakes also occur very frequently in Japan, the Philippines, and around the edges of the Pacific Ocean. You can take the following precautions during an earthquake. Get out of your school or house and move to an open area. Stay away from buildings, trees, and power lines. Sit under a heavy table if you are inside a building and cannot get out. Use the staircase and not the lift during and immediately after an earthquake. Earthquakes can lead to other natural disasters such as landslides, avalanches, and tsunamis. Look at these pictures. Some other natural disasters are here. Look at this picture. The most destructive effect of cyclones are floods. Cyclones. Cyclones are violent storms. They form over oceans and seas and cause destructions when they reach the shore. Cyclones are always accompanied by heavy showers and high speed winds. West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, and Gujarat are prone to cyclones. In October 2014, a very powerful cyclone named Hudud hit the eastern coast of India. It caused severe damage to the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. We can prepare for a cyclone in the following ways. Listen to the radio and watch television for weather forecast and warnings. Move to a safe place before the cyclone arrives. Store dry food in waterproof bags. Stay away from the ocean or sea. Keep phone numbers of hospitals, relatives, and friends handy. Here we end up with the reading part of chapter 12, Natural Disaster. See you in the next class.